Welcome to Ford High School Weekly. I'm your host, Dion Amade. Get ready to meet one of the top scorers in Oklahoma boys basketball. Mcallester's Adante Holiman is right here. And a little later, Steve Marshall will join us to talk about Saturday's telecast of the 2021 Oklahoma Junior High All-State Wrestling Finals, coming up Saturday at 6 o'clock. Today, we got another special interview for you. My man, Adante Holiman, is here to talk with us here at the Ford High School Weekly. Adante, how's it going, man?
Good. How y'all?
Not too bad, not too bad. So tell me about it. How's life right now?
It's good. Trying to get through all this COVID stuff. It's a little weird, but, we pushing through daily.
I feel you. So let's go ahead and talk about that. How has everything been as far as the season start to finish to this point with the whole pandemic and COVID and whatnot?
It's been good. We had some ups and downs with it. Our team has only been quarantined like once. So, it's been pretty good. But then, we had some games canceled, like maybe 3 or 4. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
So as far as, what's been the hardest thing with the whole process of COVID? I mean, there been tests that's kind of that you're not too keen on? Is it missing games, or is it just, kind of the ups and downs of the season?
It's missing games mostly because, we had a lot of home games this year, but we only had 2 so far because the rest of them got canceled. But me personally, I haven't took a COVID test yet, and I don't plan on taking one.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna lie. I've taken a couple of them, man. That thing ain't pleasant. It ain't pleasant.
Taking that thing to your brain.
Yeah, man, they get up there. They get up there. So how has the season been so far? Just besides the whole quarantine process and COVID.
It's been good. We still trying to get our whole team playing fully together because almost every game we play, there's somebody quarantined. So we're just trying to get that out the way and get our whole team back, and I think we'll have a chance at making it to state.
So what's been the most improvement that you've seen from your game this season thus far?
Becoming more of a leader, and I feel like I've improved my shot ability, to shoot the basketball a lot more this year.
So correct me if I'm wrong, you get to play with your little brother this year, right?
Yeah.
So you want to give it a look? Come on, I'm a little brother, so go ahead and give little bro a shout out now.
Yeah, I play with Adonis. He's nice. He helps me out a little bit on the floor. He's crazy sitting there.
I feel you. Yeah, I mean, it's how is that experience? Because not a lot of people get a chance to do that. I mean, I was blessed with the opportunity to play with my big brother, during football and basketball because we were so close in age. And how is that for you?
It's good. It's fun because many people don't get to do it. But playing with my brother, it's a real blessing because not a lot of people get to play with their brother in high school.
So are there anything that he's bringing to the team that you were kind of surprised by, or that you're happy that he's there to bring along?
Yeah, it's good because some of the games, most of the teams be keying in on me, and I can give him the ball and let him rock out to get the pressure off of me.
Hey, man, that's what little brothers do, man. They take the pressure off you. If you just getting in trouble from your parents, or you getting double teamed, the little bro take the pressure off you. But speaking of basketball, I was able to check out some of your highlights, and my boy J Dash, he does media over here, and he showed me a lot of your clips. So how was the preparation this summer?
It was good. Even though we didn't get to play a full summer, I went to a lot of camps. And, Team Griffin camp, I went to Mocan camp. I went to a lot of camps and, played this summer. Still, in some ways, even though we didn't, it was just, working out all summer and then playing games when I could.
So, I mean, I think you bearing the lead here, man. I heard about the Trey Young camp and what happened out there. I know you smiling, man, because we're going to put the clip on here like it's probably right now. So tell me how that experience was to go head-to-head with one of the NBA's best right now, Trey Young, at his own camp.
It was fun because, he's one of my idols growing up. So it was just fun to go at him. They said he was coming to camp, but I didn't know if he was going to actually play. So when I seen him out there on the floor, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go at him because, it's an NBA player. Not everybody gets his chance. So I just, tried it, and it eventually worked out.
So now let's be honest. I mean, I saw the move. Okay, it kind of went viral when you nutmegged him a little bit. You shot a three in his face. I mean, we're not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but the move was nasty. So what was your mentality when everything was going on and you pulled off that little trick right there?
Well, at first he wasn't even really playing defense. He was like kind of just barely out there playing. But then after I threw between his legs, and then I hit the shot, he started going hard. And then after that, it was just over. He didn't miss another shot after that.
So you brought out the beast, is what you're saying.
Started pulling from half court and everything on me. So I was.
Ain't no guarding that. Ain't no guarding. So was that your is that the type of player that you see yourself being, as far as just like going after everybody, or was it did you make a point knowing going into that situation that, hey, you wanted to put your best foot forward?
Yeah, if I knew if I got the chance to play against him, I was gonna try my hardest, to do whatever I didn't go at him. But because some players at the camp didn't get to play against him, but I did, so I just knew I had to go at him.
So it was meant to be, huh? So speaking of, you said Trae Young's one of those players that you've looked up to for a little while. Who are some of the NBA or college players that you look up to?
Trae Young is most definitely one of them, because he's one of the guys that made it out of Oklahoma. And, that's something you really look up to, because he's Oklahoma kid just like we are, and he made it out, and that's somebody you would definitely look up to. That's one of the main ones.
And anybody else in the league that you kind of, see yourself, modeling your game after?
Yeah, I think Steph. Steph was a big one before Trae got into the league. Or before Trae was like in college and high school, it was definitely Steph.
What about Steph do you like about his game?
His shooting ability, and mostly just his shooting ability. He can shoot.
Coming up next, Adante's father is his coach. Life can be a little bit different when your coach comes home with you every day. Find out how that can turn out when Ford High School Weekly returns. Here are the top 5 teams in 6A girls basketball according to OSSAA.com. Norman is number 1. Edmond North is number 2. Union comes in at number 3, and Choctaw is here at number 4. And rounding off the top 5, Mustang is number 5. In 5A girls basketball, Sapulpa is number 1. Tahlequah is number 2. Piedmont is number 3. Carl Albert here at number 4. And Bishop McGuinness finishing it off at number 5. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking to Mcalester's high-scoring Buffalo, Adante Holiman. I know your dad's your coach over there in Mcalester, and he, being a coach's son, that's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of advantages. So how is that, with him being the leader on the floor and the leader in your household and going home at the same time with him?
I mean, it's a great thing because not many people get that opportunity for their dad to coach their high school team. And, it's like he's the hardest on me out of anybody else on the team, but that's what you want. And I just got to know that I'm leading the team and he's coaching me, so he's leading me as I'm leading the team too.
So is that something that you knew that you always, wanted to take part of? Has your dad always been your coach since Little League and on, or is that just something that just came about in high school?
Yeah, it was he's been my coach my whole life. He trained me to play this game, and I haven't had almost like one time where he wasn't my coach. So it's just, he's always been my coach my whole life. I played for different people, but, most of the time it's been him.
So what's the separation like between you and his relationship? Does those practices come home with y'all, or I've heard some coaches and their sons or daughters say, once we enter the car or the truck, then we stop talking about the game and we become that father-son relationship. So how is it with you at the house?
It don't stop. Like at home, everything. It don't stop. It's basketball all day. It don't stop ever.
So let's be honest, man. I mean, I got your back here, okay? Is there ever been a situation where you did something bad on the court that you got punished for at home, extra chores or anything like that?
Yeah, I got my cell phone taken for playing bad in the game, and I play bad one game or play it bad a few times in a row. They end up taking my phone or making me do extra chores or get on me around the house. Just little stuff like that, making me pick up my game because I ain't got something, but.
That's extra motivation for you. Okay. I ain't mad at it, man. Whatever you got to do, man.
I think even one year we played bad, like in the summer ball. I think because me and my brother had just got a PS4, and my dad took it and sold it. Man, we was
Dang.
we was
No
mad.
mercy.
We was mad, but we ended up getting another one for the next Christmas. So we picked it up. So it helped us a little.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Motivation. Motivation. Speaking of, I mean, I know you don't get in trouble too often. I've seen you play a number of times. I've seen you ball out. So, question: what's the highest amount of points that you've scored in a game?
I think it's 49.
49. Who was that against?
Broken Bow? Yeah, Broken Bow.
Okay. All right. So what was that feeling like?
I mean, it was good, but we lost though. So I mean, it was just like we didn't come out with the dub, but it still meant a lot, to break my school's record and all that. But we lost the game, so I mean, I didn't.
Dang, man, you couldn't go get that 50 piece for us?
I missed some free throws. I missed like game. Sold me.
Dang, man. Well, I mean, hopefully you didn't get your cell phone taken away for missing those free throws. I mean, you did get 49.
I didn't.
All right, I'm just checking, just making sure you're good over there. If you need an agent, just call me. I got your back. I'll negotiate on your behalf for them cell phone privileges. But with all that being said, I mean, I know your dad's your coach, and you play with your little brother, and you've been playing ball, for a majority of your life. But what motivates you to get on the court and do what you do night in and night out?
Mostly my parents. My parents do a lot of things for me, and we've been playing this game since I was 4 or 5 years old. So seeing them put out for me is just like a motivation to me to go out there and prove to them that their product is doing what they're supposed to do.
Hey, man, we all play for somebody, and most of the time it's for those people that sacrifice for us. So it's good to hear that. Obviously, a player like Tay Holiman is looking at college basketball options. He's received a number of offers, so we'll talk to him about recruiting and the moment he realized college hoops was going to play a big role in his future. When Ford High School Weekly continues. Here are the top 5 teams in 6A boys basketball according to OSSAA.com. Edmond Memorial is at number 1. Dell City comes in second place at number 2. Putnam City North is at number 3, and here at number 4 is Norman North. And rounding off the top 5, Edmond North at number 5. In 5A basketball, Carl Albert is number 1. Tulsa Memorial is at number 2. Lawton MacArthur comes in at number 3. Shawnee is here at 4, and Sapulpa at number 5 to finish off the 5A boys rankings. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking with my man, Adante Holiman from Mcalester, point guard himself, the guy that everybody's looking at in this class. Adante, a lot of good things have been happening for you in your career at Mcalester, and a lot more to come, in my opinion. So what has been some of the things that you've, liked or that you were most impressed by yourself about things that you've accomplished?
One thing is, winning the state championship at the private school, Lakewood, we went to with my dad and my brother. Now, that's something I'll never forget, and that's one of the biggest accomplishments we really had because, I love to win, and that was, it's a real moment.
Hey, man, getting the state championship is nothing to turn your nose down on. So, I mean, that is a big – you still got the ring?
Yeah, I do. It's in my room.
Make sure you lock that thing up, man. Make sure you lock that thing up.
Nobody get it.
Yeah. So as far as you as an individual player, I mean, what makes you so talented and so gifted? I mean, what sets you apart from the rest of the people out here that's playing high school basketball in Oklahoma?
I feel like me just putting in the time, man. I mean, me just going working on my game. That's just showing that my hard work pays off.
I feel you, and the hard work does pay off, man. I've known and I've heard a lot of recruits are starting to knock down on that door of yours and start to gain interest. So who are some of the programs that you're interested here?
I got UMKC, Akron, DePaul, Arizona State, Tulsa, South Carolina State, Purdue, South Alabama, and there's probably more. I'm just hoping I don't leave anyone out. They're gonna get it.
See, that's that job. Just let them know it's a little strategy. So obviously you ain't knocking or calling enough. So you might as well do the work. You know what I'm saying? If I got to do the work, they got to do the work. See, I'm your agent. I'll be thinking for you, man. I'll be thinking for you. You got to spin it. You got to spin it. But I mean, that's a lot of schools. And first of all, congratulations on that. But I mean, as far as college, what are you looking for in a program for you to kind of make your decision or to lean towards that way?
A coach is going to push me and not only, make me a better basketball player, make me a better man in life. And, a coach is going to let me know I'm lucky to be there because not all the kids get the chance to play at any college or get a scholarship offer. So, I mean, just the coach is going to let me know that I'm lucky to be here and it's going to push me.
I can feel that. Speaking of playing at the next level, I mean, there's always that moment when you're playing and you realize, hey, I'm kind of good at this, or I'm better than my peers and my competition, and I can make it to the next level. For you, what was that moment during or off the court or on the court where you were like, hey, I think I can play at the next level and be a college athlete?
It was probably about, my 7th grade year because I was playing up high school at the private school that I went to. Yeah, probably that year was like, yeah, I can actually do this and, make this something in my life that'll be big.
Man, 7th grade playing in high school. I mean, I would imagine that you would think that you could play at the next level. I mean, why not? With that being said, I mean, a lot of things do have to happen for that to get accomplished. So with that, what's some of your goals for this season and the future?
To really, get to the state championship this year, try to win it for my school since it's never been done. And, really just try to, get to state. And then this summer, I'll be, AAU ball, obviously, just do my best there and leading my team to W's. Just have fun with it because this is my last year at AAU. So, I mean, it's just really having fun with the game.
So what is the fun part of the game for you?
Winning and then, being able to showcase my skills and, be happy with my teammates. Because being with my teammates is fun, too. Because you don't get these moments all the time. And so eventually they run out.
Ain't that the truth, man? I know from firsthand experience, it doesn't last forever. So, hey, cherish the moments that you have and make sure you have fun with it. Well, Adante, thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate you, man, and good luck to you in the future and Mcalester. Yeah, y'all are a fun team to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing some good things from y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Up next, my Ford Game of the Week partner, Steve Marshall, will join us to talk about Saturday night's 2021 Oklahoma Junior High All-State Wrestling Finals here on YurView. Ford High School Weekly will be right back. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. Again, I'm your host, Dion Amade, and today we got a special guest. My broadcast partner and one of my good friends, Steve Marshall, is here to talk to us about the, Junior High Oklahoma Junior High Wrestling All-State Tournament. How's it going, Steve?
Going good, Dion. Good to be with you again. It's been too long.
It's been way too long. Football season feels like it was just yesterday, and now it also feels like it was like 2 years ago with everything we've been through.
It has, and I'm looking forward to getting back to it. As a matter of fact, I'll get back to it on the wrestling level this weekend with the junior high state championships like you were talking about. It's a great event, and I knew it was a tournament that went back in the years. I didn't realize it went back 46 years. Saturday evening, when those state championship finals are being decided, there's always a good crowd. Probably won't be as many people this year due to the COVID restrictions, but good crowd. It's loud. It's rambunctious. It's a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. And there's a great story, Dion. I'm sure you're going to love this one here. That, not always the best wrestler wins when you're at this age. You have to fine tune and hone your skill. And you look back at John Smith, who is an Olympic champion. He's a world champion. He's an NCAA champion, but he never won the junior high state championship. You know who did? Mike Gundy, the quarterback from Oklahoma State, won a state championship. And here you have a guy like John Smith who did not. So that's part of the allure of this. is maybe seeing where these guys are right now and where they may end up in the near future.
So with that being said, I mean, I've seen Coach Gundy in a wrestling singlet and all that, his glory days. So I'm sure he's going to love to hear his formal days of winning state championships as a junior high wrestler. But with that being said, what kind of caliber of wrestlers are we going to see? What kind of quality, or how good are these young ladies and gentlemen that are going to be out on the mats with us?
Well, again, we'll see. And I remember calling some of the guys like Caden Gefeller from Heritage Hall a couple of years ago. He was at the junior high championships, and he went on to be one of those rarities in high school where he won a state championship every single year that he wrestled.
So we're talking about the Oklahoma Junior High All-State Wrestling Tournament that's going to be this weekend on YurView, and Steve Marshall and Mike Clark. And there's a bunch of kids that are going to be participating in this, but where are these going to be held once again, and when is this going to take place?
It'll be at the fairgrounds in Oklahoma City. They'll be wrestling, I believe it all gets underway on Thursday, some of the preliminary rounds, Friday as well. Even early Saturday will be the semifinal matchup to decide who's going to wrestle for that state championship. And the finals begin at 6 p.m. We've got all the action for you coming up live on YurView. Maybe not as many teams, maybe not quite as many wrestlers as we have seen in the past, but that shouldn't affect the quality, because if you're one of the best, you're going to do everything you can to be there and be in those finals on Saturday night.
Thanks to Adante Holiman and Steve Marshall for taking the time to join us on Ford High School Weekly. Oklahoma Junior High All-State Wrestling begins Saturday night at 6 p.m. on YurView Channel 3. Cox customers can watch on their phones using the Contour app. Non-Cox customers can stream the event live by going to YurView.com/OK. There will be a $7.50 charge for the live stream. There will be 2 replays. First one comes Tuesday night at 8 p.m. and the second one replays on Friday night at 8.
3 seconds. 2 seconds at the buzzer on the way. That's good.
Be sure to go to YurView.com/OK for highlights and replays of Ford Game of the Week. And remember, only the best in Oklahoma make it to Ford High School Weekly. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I'm your host, Deanna Made.